business with bicycle racing. After Lance Armstrong, are you kidding me? Ants will be the first to tell you there's no money in the sport anymore. It's still a very, very, iffy sport as to doping, even at the international level. And it's just what we're trying to do at the gravel level is just throw all that away, and just the competitive aspect is secondary. What it is about gravel, what makes it so cool is you're out there and it's just everybody's in the same adventure, and adventure is always going to be fun.
Used to say I've been hit some hard traveling too.
Yeah, I mean, this weekend there's over 1,000 people descending on East Burke for Rasputitsa, this 40-mile gravel race in northern Vermont. I've won it the last 2 times I was there, but anything can happen. Right now we're headed over to Peter's house to talk strategy. The guy, he's been a huge influence in my life, and from my point of view, it's really cool to see him in Vermont Overland leading the way in what's been a huge explosion of gravel racing in the United States.
Well, I think, gravel's it's the biggest growth sector of the sport right now. There are just like whole bicycles, whole bicycle departments at major companies like Trek, Cannondale, everything else. And when you look at the Cannondale slate, you've got a whole industry has spawned from riding basically a road style bicycle on gravel.
Rasputitsa, it's kind of become to be like the spring classic of gravel racing in the Northeast. It's set in a time period of mud season, and actually means mud season in Russian. Basically, you ride these gravel roads, which in the summer would be really smooth, just like a paved road, but now, instead of going 25 miles an hour on them when it's flat, you're going like 15, just grinding along through the mud. And there's a part called Siberia, which is a class 4 road, unmaintained road. And this year is just covered in ice, so it really gave meaning to the name. Race day. I think it's important to wake up, like, at least for me, 3 or 3.5 hours before the event. Get like a nice breakfast, some coffee, really let yourself kind of digest before the race. 35 degrees out, 0 visibility. Other than that, warm up, talk to people. I mean, a huge part of gravel is like socializing, like getting to see your friends before the race and kind of catch up is super fun. And then the race starts and you're focused, but you're still having a great time. Like everything kind of just goes away and you get into the flow of it. My plan coming into this is to obviously try and get my 3rd win of Rasputitsa, but I'm just really excited to be pushed by the competition. This year the race was super competitive. They ran the course backwards, so Siberia was in the first 10 miles. So, climbing up to that, it split up pretty quickly, and I think over the top we had about 10 or 15 guys. So we kind of rolled with that group the rest of the race. And then about 9 miles from the finish, there was a really good climb, and I kind of knew that if I were to be able to win, that's where I needed to make my move. So I did. I tried as hard as I possibly could to drop Anthony Clark and Jerry Martin and Mike Barton. I just didn't have the legs in the end. Yeah, I was disappointed not to take home the win, but in the end, that's not really what it's about. It's about getting to interact with the people afterwards. And, when you share an experience like that with somebody, it brings you closer. back from a race weekend or whatever it is, an event, the crew splits up, everybody goes their separate ways, and everybody gets to kind of go back into the normal flow of life. And it's nice to like enjoy the time that we have while we have it with the people that we love. If you were to put a finger on the most meaningful or my favorite part of the gravel racing lifestyle, that would be it. Coming up next, I've got a lot of traveling. I head to Azerbaijan in a week and then to Poland after that to do some racing on the road. And I'm really excited to travel and see those places and get those experiences, but I'm really looking forward to this summer where I can do some more gravel racing and just kind of try and create something beautiful with the Roads Less Traveled crew.